Hi, it's me again. I'm always here. Anyway, okay. First thing I gotta say is this is one of my stories, and this involves how my ears got pierced, okay? I would like to send, I don't even call it a shout out, or a yell, or an acknowledgement to a certain young lady who works in a dentist office who, she is a hoot. Yeah, I will tell you, she will make, her name's Kristen, she is a hoot. She is just one of those people that you walk in and she makes you feel right at home. If you ever want to get someone to crawl around in your mouth while holding a conversation and can understand what you're saying, although she's got her hands in your mouth, she's the one to do it. I like her. She actually has really nice scrubs, too. I always like how she's dressed. She's always professional, friendly, down-to-earth, easygoing, and she always has a smile on her face. I like that. I think that's really cool, actually. I think it kind of exhibits that professionalism with a bit of, I want to say, really good bedside manners. I really like that. And, yeah, so, but at any rate, my water, it came with this fiber, well, I got this fiber thing. It's called FiberWise. It's got, what, 6 grams of fiber in it? Yeah, 6 grams per packet. And it makes my water look like flood water. But anyway, it's supposed to be good. I don't know. It's kind of like, it's supposed to be orange, or citrus orange. I don't quite know what to call it citrus, but anyway, so, it's not exactly like a starburst in your mouth by any means, but anyway, that's not the point of this little video here now. So, let's get to the point. I had to think of a story. In fact, when I talked to Kristen today, she was like, oh, I watched your video. She was all dancing, bubbling, bouncing, you know, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get the second one up here. I'm trying to get something I can talk about. So, this is what's gonna be about, how my ears got pierced. I wanted to get a pierce for a while. I was kind of chicken to do it because I don't like needles. 2 things I do not like is spiders, bugs, and needles. I just don't do well with them, okay? So, I finally got the nerve to go over Memorial Weekend of 2001 to go to the mall to get my ears pierced. I was nervous as all get out, and I will give you a disclaimer. This is a little nasty because I do have IBS, and those of you who don't know what that is, it's irritable bowel. I'm sorry, but that is a fact of life, and I have to live with it. So, that is going to be part of this. So, any of you that have issues with it, stop watching. Go watch, you know, Bambi, or a Barney episode that you missed from when you were still in diapers, because chances are, you probably missed one. Anyway, I know I did. I didn't really watch a whole lot of Barney. I'm not really much into T-Rex, so, but anyway, to each their own. So, at any rate, I went and got my ears pierced. The problem is I went in there and they sat me down, I signed a little waiver, and they put a little duct to my ears, and I was nervous. Now mind you, the night before I ate a ton of pasta salad with a lot of Italian dressing that was been marinating in it. Oil. Keep in mind. So, I'm in there, sitting there. I did real good with the piercings. They didn't bother done in, not these ones, they were copper spikes, which I found out started turning my ears to look like a Statue of Liberty because it started going green. I had to get new ones, but that's after the fact. But I go in, they give me the piercings, and I went, oh good. It was calm, cool, collect. It was like, ah, moment of my life. Okay, everything's great, wonderful. I go to walk out of the mall and decide I will use the indoor plumbing before I leave. And I was like, no, I should be alright. No, I wasn't. I started to get the cramps, and long story short, I go running to the bathroom. Like, I'm halfway to my vehicle, and I end up running back in the mall, running over to the bathroom, walk in to find all the stall doors are locked. So I run across the mall, run up. At that point, it was too late. I'm not thrilled about that, but it was too late. To find out the door was locked. They were both down for maintenance. So I have to go out to my vehicle. Now mind you, I have a leather Ford Explorer Eddie Bauer at the time. It was a nice one too. I had to sit in a hot leather seat. Put it this way, what happened down there just was disgusting, because, put it this way, Better Homes and Gardens was not knocking for an interview to see what I did the interior of my underwear, okay? Plain and simple. So I ended up running to King's Restaurant, run in there, sit down, trying to, mind you, this is disgusting. I'm just to get my ears pierced. Run in, sit down, trying to take care of everything. I'm being really PC about this, but this must be, I was going to find out there was no toilet paper in the bathroom. I had to take the cardboard, like, rip off the thing and, like, had to stretch it out and try to make as much usage of what little square footage was on this tube that I had to bust off the reel for one, then spread it open. Yeah, and then I had to flush those cardboard tubes and everything, you know, processed everything out. So I walk out, and a friend of mine works who looked at me, and I just went right out the door. I'm like, oh god. I get my Explorer. I'm going home. I just want to go home. This is a disaster. I want to go home. I am flying down I-99. I am howling so fast that my little console, like, armrest thing that goes up and down is vibrating. It is good. And I notice, well, I'm like, boy, that's really vibrating badly. I'm like, my tires are not that out of balance. I have good tires. Like, I don't, you know, I take care of what I have here. Here, a friend of mine went to pull up, and when she did, she busted it off earlier. And I tried to glue it back on, but it was permanently broken. So it's like, I'm like trying to drive down the road like this, and things aren't so great down here. And I have my ears pierced. I got my paper from the receipt up in my hand, little waiver I signed, and I'm driving down the road, and I'm going like 90 miles an hour, and my windows are down because they need to be down for this. I'm like, something. If the cop pulls over, I'm gonna have some major issues explaining to him why I'm going so fast. I'm like, I get home, I run inside. I had to take a shower. I had to cleanse myself. And I got everything. I called my friend at work. I said, look, I didn't run around. I wasn't being mean, but I said I had a major issue. She went, oh, okay. Oh, to get my ears pierced. And through all this, I called my mother. And I said, but she was out camping. And I said, oh, by the way, guess what? I got my ears pierced. She went, oh, did you? I'm like, somebody needs me. I'm like, oh, I gave her the play-by-play about this story. She laughed. She thought it was hilarious. I was really not laughing just yet. I was still in recovery mode, if you catch my drift. And finally, after like a couple days, I was doing better. These things started to turn, well, the copper spikes I had, they looked like something from Hot Topic. Started like get green. So my mom was like, well, we'll go get these things. So we went into Wally World and Walmart and got me these. I've had these. See, I've had these for, well, since 01. And this is 2013, so these are 12 years old. And they look like, I don't know, they've lasted for years. And I've lost them a couple times. They went down a couple sink drains, got caught in the trap. I had to fish out the little trap, pull them out, and do that. I actually one time put them together, linked them, and set them on a windowsill, and forgot them for like 3 weeks. I thought they were gone! And next thing I know, I'm laying there, and I look over, and I realized, my earring, come here, come now, Papa, yay! I know, it's a big deal, because these are my favorite ones. I only have one. So I got several others, but these really are me. So, but that's the story about my earrings. It's just one of those things in life you gotta deal with, I guess, and the fun, exciting world it is to be me. And look at this stuff is settling. Oh, this is gonna be weird to drink. Like, alright, I admit, I took a little sip earlier. That's why it's a little on the low side here. It's not quite up to the label. But, I don't know if well, what the heck. I'll try it. Remember, this is orange citrus. It tastes like someone put wood pulp with a hint of peel. Orange peel. It almost like sticks to the back of your throat. I probably would never get this. You should see the sediment in here. Dude, it's like settled. That is just, you gotta shake it up every time you drink it. Anyway, I'll wrap this up. I'll drink that later. Actually, I have one of these waiting on me. I can't wait. I love these things. These are like my best friend in the morning. Because I can't eat solid food when I wake up. So I drink these things. They're really good, actually. You should try some. I'm probably going to get... this is not copyright friendly. Infringement. Anyway, so... other than that, that's all for that one. It's a little something. I have 2 videos up today, so I'm trying to keep them within reason of not going too far overboard, because like a 12-minute video takes like a half hour to load up here. So, but at any rate, yeah, I am gonna end up heading back to work. I have to do my other stuff I gotta do today. So, but in the meantime, peeps, I hope that was something, a little something. Now, I know that wasn't the most dramatic story, and it wasn't so over the top, but it was a sensitive issue, and I know some people might not really. I'm not center with my chair or my screen here. I know it's not really the most interesting story, but the yoga one involving a guardrail. Check that one out. I'll be doing that one soon. That'll probably be my next story, just to get a little more, you know. I have that one. I have a couple other different ones I gotta throw up there, but at any rate, I'm gonna make like a bread truck and hold fun. So in the meantime, peeps, read, watch, listen, view, click, whatever you gotta do to get through your day, and hopefully I'm included. Meanwhile, keep rocking!